thing with that clavicular type of guy, I think it's extremely insecurity masked as masculinity because I see like a lot of clips because now he's just blowing up a FYP page. I didn't know very much until I looked on the TikTok. I was on break and I saw his videos. In order to impress the kind of girls that was right in that one area, he went up to one guy. I guess he was wearing like the Marilyn Manson eye contacts, and he was like, "Oh, I didn't know the freaks were out." So the fact he has to put someone down just to elevate his own ego shows a lot of insecurity. And then not only that, but I've seen him interact with girls, and he makes the girls feel mad uncomfortable. Because here's the thing: not only they could sense insecurity too, but they can also sense intent too, and his intent is very sexual in nature. And because that intent, and also how he's moving all quick. The thing with girls, if you have anxiety talking to them, or you have some nervousness or insecurity, they could pick up on that. And when you get anxiety, they get anxiety. So it becomes never a no-go. That's why it's not good to just say stuff on the top of your head and hope it works, You need to relax your energy, relax your posture. Just be relaxed and act normal. Of course, he's only doing this because it's on camera, and I think half of this is rage bait. But because on camera he has to portray something, like most people that get on camera has to portray a character. His character is that's the super insecure bully guy confusing himself with the alpha, because an alpha, a real alpha male is confident enough that they don't need to go attack someone to make themselves on an elevated level. That's what's wrong with this guy. Besides him being racist, which I think, again, it's a tactic of rage bait that he's doing. Obviously working because, nobody likes people like this. This is the reason why the red pill is bad for you. Because these are the people that are now the face of them. And the fact he's made it on the front page of Twitch, says a lot about our culture. The fact that people are getting legit advice from a guy like this. A guy like this. The thing what oozes testosterone and male energy is being comfortable in your own skin. Not trying to cause no problems, not try to start no beefs, not try to be anything. Just act normal and natural. If he would have acted normal and natural, then, he wouldn't be scaring half the girls he talks to away. Because it's not going to matter. I'll be honest, hammers to the face, being in shape, looks max and whatever, ice cubes on the face, whatever you do, it's not gonna. It's gonna be all fuck all not matter if you're coming off with a little insecurity to a point where they could smell that. And I'm gonna tell you right now, women are smart. They're not dumb. They can read what you're trying to do. When you're trying going too hard to do what he does, they could tell your intent even without you giving it. It's like this. Let's just put it in a situation where if you watch a lot of porn, then you try to approach girls. What's gonna happen is it's gonna come out. Whatever you say is gonna come out in a sexual manner, even if you don't want it to. You're gonna it's gonna slip out because that's exactly what happens. It goes to the cracks. Whatever you put in your head will come out of here. So the thing I gotta say about the conflictor guy is I think part of it's a character, but I really do think this man is extremely insecure and trying to mask masculinity with insecurity, and that's exactly what I gotta say about him.